Hi everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul for you guys. This is like a general summer book haul because the last time I posted a book haul I believe was in May. So these are all books that I've acquired over the last couple of months. So first off, two books that I recently received from publishers. The first one is Joy by Abigail Santa Maria. This is a biography on C.S. Lewis's wife. I love C.S. Lewis and his work, but I know practically nothing about him, like even less about his wife, so when I was offered this, I definitely jumped at the chance because I would love to know more information about her. This is a little bit of a chunker. It's a general biography, I believe, but I'm definitely excited to give this one a read. Next up is The Iron Ship by Ikn McKinley. This is a fantasy novel. This is published by the same publisher that published Signal to Noise by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, which was or is my favorite book of the year. So they contacted me and asked me if I wanted anything else from them, and I picked up this one because it sounded really interesting. This is book one of a series. It follows a character who infuses magic and iron to build this ship to discover lost worlds, I believe. And then next I have two books that I recently purchased that I've actually already read. The first one is Almost Famous Women by Megan Mayhew Bergman. This is a short story collection that is historical women, and I really enjoyed this. I'm generally not a short story collection person, but this one totally drew me in. I already have a review of this up on my channel, so I will link to that if you guys are interested in more about this. But yeah, I really love this paperback edition. I mean, the hardcover was beautiful too, but when I saw this paperback cover, I knew for sure that this was the edition I was going to be getting. Then I have Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. This is a young adult novel that follows a teenage Muslim girl as she's growing up in the United States. Her parents don't want her to date anyone, but then they find out that she is dating someone and they take her away and try to get her married off. This was another book that I really enjoyed, and I was offered this one by someone over at Book Riot who's moving and getting rid of some of her books. And then finally, the stack of books that I have left are all ones that I bought while in California. I knew I was going to do some book shopping when I was in California because of course, but I didn't realize how many books I was going to end up buying. I stayed with Jenny from Adultish Books while in Sacramento, and she took me to one of her local used bookstores, which was just so great. I mean, but also insane. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen there was a picture I posted where there were just like bookshelves and then just like stacks of books along the floor. It was crazy but also great because they had great selection. But the book I ended up buying while at that used bookstore was Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. I read East of Eden last year and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I love Of Mice and Men, which I read in high school. And so I've been wanting to pick up more Steinbeck, and Cannery Row was the one that I was leaning towards anyways, and this is the edition of the books that I like. And then Jenny and I went to San Francisco and we went to City Lights bookstore, which is just fabulous. I highly recommend it if you are ever in San Francisco. And I picked up two books while I was there. The first one is An Unnecessary Woman by Rabi Alameddine. I totally know I didn't pronounce that correctly. This one has been on my radar since it was nominated for a National Book Award, and so I decided to finally pick it up. I started it, I'm about 80 pages in right now, and I'm really enjoying it, but I feel like I'm just barely getting into the story. It follows a woman who lives in Lebanon, and she is divorced from her husband, and she spends basically all of her time translating books from English and French into Arabic, but she doesn't like share the translations with anyone else, at least not so far in this part of the story. So I'm definitely interested to keep going with this book and to see where it all goes. And the next one is The House of Spirits by Isabel Allende. Previously, when I've mentioned that I don't read a lot of Latin American authors, a lot of people recommended her and specifically this book, and this is obviously her like best-selling, most well-known book. So this is one that I've seen in multiple bookstores, and I've like picked it up, read a couple pages, and then like put it back down for whatever reason, and so this time I decided to finally just pick it up and bring it home with me. And then the final stack of books all came from a single bookstore in Reno, Nevada. We went to Reno to visit and we like Yelped bookstores, and we came across this one that had pretty good ratings, and it turns out this was like a used bookstore that had $1.99 paperbacks and $3.99 hardcovers. So I came home with a big old stack of paperbacks. The first one is The Bean Trees by Barbara Kingsolver. I picked this one up partially because it's in this fantastic Harper Perennial editions that I love so much. I have State of Wonder in this one too. But yeah, I've been looking for these when I'm at bookstores and seeing which books that they have available and picking them up whenever I can, and Jenny said that she loved The Bean Tree, so I'm excited to give this one a try. Then I got Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. Sarah Waters is very well known and loved in the booktube world as well as just like the general literary world, so I'm excited to finally give her a try. This is historical fiction and also a thriller, I believe. Then I got Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. It's slightly embarrassing that I haven't read this book yet, and Jenny's been pushing me to pick this book up for like ever. So when she saw this edition, she basically just made me get it. And I also really like this edition because it has the gold foil on the bottom of the book, which is really nice. Then I got Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. Yeah, I've never read anything from him yet. Also, I really like this edition of the book, so I was very excited when I saw that this was the copy that they had available. Then there is The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. This won the Man Booker Prize a couple of years ago, and it's kind of just been on my TBR ever since that point to check out. It's a pretty short book, but I'm excited to see what this is all about. I actually know nothing about this book whatsoever other than it won the Man Booker Prize and a bunch of people like it. And the final book that I got was The Savage Detectives by Roberto Bolaño. This has been one of those books and authors that I've been wanting to try since like college, but I've always been slightly scared of him as well. Maybe it's just because his books are on the longer side, but they are also very literary, so I was always very worried that they would be like over my head, but I saw this one there and decided to finally give it a try. And the final book that I purchased was The Architects Apprentice by Leif Shafak. This is just the dust jacket because the book is on my nightstand being read. Yeah, I got this from the library originally, which is the copy that you guys saw in my July wrap up, but I was enjoying it so much and I had a coupon to Barnes & Noble, so I decided to use it to pick up this. And it's like even more beautiful without the library slipcover over it, the plastic. How do you not just stare at this all day? It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this book. I'm definitely doing a review on it. It'll be up in the next couple weeks, so you guys can look forward to that. So yeah, those are all of the books that I've acquired over the last couple of months. This is the last proper book haul I'll probably be doing until like November because I have a lot of books I need to read. But I do have some library book hauls coming your way that you guys can look forward to, and those are basically the exact same thing, except I didn't spend any money on those books. So yeah, if you've read any of these books, feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know if you liked them, didn't like them, if you have any opinions on any of them, or if you have any questions about the books, you can always leave that down in the comment section as well. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching.